Hey, what's up? It's Nick Pagliochini. So if you didn't catch part one of the Garden Grove Strawberry Festival with Mark Mahoney, and we'll talk about with him in just a second, be sure to check out part one so you can get to know Mark a little bit of his history, being born and raised in Anaheim and making the move to Garden Grove, his Model T and meeting his wife, and then becoming the president of the Garden Grove Strawberry Festival Association. So we were talking in part one to get to know you a little bit, but let's talk about the history of the event itself. So 64 years this year, is that correct?
Correct.
So what was the original catalyst of it? Where did it come about?
Well, it started, actually, it was started by the city.
Okay.
Back in 1958, I believe. And it originally was held not here at this current site, but by Bolsa Grande High School at Atlantis Park.
Okay.
That's the first 2 or 3, maybe 4 years of that. And then it got too big. So they moved it here, and it's been here ever since. We haven't outgrown this place. We could outgrow it, but we like it here. It works out well. Everybody knows it in the community. And, you know, in any given year, we'll have 200, 250,000 people come through here.
Which is amazing. Now, and for those who aren't familiar, where is here? We're in Garden Grove right now, but where are we right now? Right now, obviously, you can see we're in the amphitheater, but where are we at specifically?
Euclid Street and Main Street.
Okay. And this will be the area, the whole park area around here is where things will be set down.
We take over the whole park, the street, everything. The street is closed off for all of our vendors that come in.
Okay.
There's lots of shopping, good food, good rides, and a lot of fun.
Sounds fantastic. So as it moved from being city controlled to having the Garden Grove Strawberry Festival Association, when was that transition? And then was there a necessity for that or a reason for that to your knowledge?
I don't know what the reasoning was behind it.
Sure, okay.
Quite truthfully, I think maybe the city said, you know what, this is getting to be too big for the city. So there was just a group at that time that got together and formed the association and has been running with it ever since.
I mean, that's great. And so you said, how many presidents have there been? Oh, no, you said there were 21 directors, you said, correct?
21 directors.
21 directors. And what is a director's role? Because obviously you're the president now, but you did reference in part one about a director. What's the role of a director?
Every director has a specific job to do.
Okay.
I mean, 21 different jobs for 21 different directors. Everything from the civic food booths to the vendor tents to the parade. Everybody has a specific job. Our opening ceremony on Friday evening at 6 o'clock for the cake cutting, as we like to call it, the world's largest strawberry shortcake.
I was going to ask, it's got to be the world's largest strawberry shortcake.
I think last year we gave out about 2,500 pieces.
That sounds like a big cake.
It's huge.
That's incredible. Okay. With that, over the time that you've been here, 20 plus years, what has the festival looked like? So obviously starting out small and in a park near a high school to the much larger area here in the middle of Garden Grove. What has that been like? Because we even talked a little bit beforehand that there were different time periods where you would have the Strawberry Festival, different organizations, or you would have a court or, something akin to other festivals that people might be familiar with. So kind of what's the ebb and flow been like for the time period that you've been involved?
It just seems to be getting bigger every year.
Okay.
I mean, we're still in the same footprint of where we are, but just more and more people, just because it's free. There's no admission. People can come in and spend a day. They can spend a couple hours. They can spend all day.
And that's amazing. And we we love free 99. Free 99 is the best price in the world.
That's right.
And the thing that I forget, and I'm remiss for not saying this, but it's Memorial Day weekend, correct?
Correct.
So this is Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday. So 4 full days for the festival.
Yes.
And people come from, I guarantee, because I know I have been coming to the festival for years myself, having lived in Cypress when I was living in Orange County, and then even with Chino Hills when I was more toward the Inland Empire, now in Long Beach in the LA County. So people do come, including myself, from all over.
They do.
It's really exciting. How has it been for you having your wife being on the board and having volunteered together, and obviously an initial catalyst, maybe to be able to enjoy Memorial Day weekend together? What has that been like for you? And have you been able to involve your kids and your grandkids in any way, form, or shape or form in that?
Yes, we have. It's just Memorial Day weekend. That's a weekend that we all have together. Our kids do come down. My youngest son is actually my associate,
Okay.
so he is involved.
Okay. So this is a generational thing. It's a family business,
Yes.
quote unquote.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. So, it's fun. It's tiring by the end of the
Sure.
weekend.
Of course.
I mean, many of us directors, we're here from 7 in the morning till 11 o'clock at night every day, but that's okay. We don't mind doing it.
I mean, you really, and I think that's the thing. We're in an era now where passion is not necessarily as apparent. And that's kind of disappointing. And I love being able to have festivals like this and being able to showcase people like you who really can show what that drive and that passion for something,
Right.
community, love, involvement, association, all really, really important things. So not only is it fun, as you've said many times, I can attest to it being really fun between the carnival rides and the strawberry flavored treats to the fun community vendors, be it either, the commercial food vendors
Correct.
or the small cottage industries that come through
Exactly.
and a lot of those fun, really creative things. Over the year, oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I picked the theme. Every president picks their theme.
Okay, what is that
me,
like? So this year's theme is?
Celebrating our hometown.
Okay, and our hometown of Garden Grove.
Yes.
But also, I'm sure it can be even anybody else's hometown here in Orange County or somewhere around.
And as it turns out, Saturday of Memorial Day weekend is actually National Hometown Day. So it kind of fit in together.
I'm very impressed. You are very well researched. I see that accounting background has paid off. I only say that because to go from something very, tight shirt and straight laced. No, it makes sense. You've got to have, it's a yin and a yang of the fun
Right.
and the organization. And I think that's a big part of it.
That's right.
So, okay. So, is it national? You said National Hometown Day is Saturday?
Hometown Day.
I love that. So not only will we be celebrating the hometown of Garden Grove, but, bring your own hometown spirit to Garden Grove.
Exactly.
Now, we're in the amphitheater here right now. Stuff goes on here as well, correct?
Yes. Every afternoon and evening, there are live bands, many different genres, something for everybody.
Okay.
And again, it's all free.
See, and I think that's really the best part is to be in an era where things are so expensive and people really have to budget.
Yeah.
Being able to come here. And I think the thing that I like too is with not having an admission cost, I'm much more willing to spend money with the vendors here, and especially, like you said, the community organizations.
Yeah.
So I know a handful of those, and I don't know what it is this year specifically, but I recall in years past, like Kiwanis Club or Knights of Columbus with local churches, for Catholic churches, and then Boys and Girls Club, where they're making, strawberry shortcake, and it's all of a fundraiser. And so not only are you taking all the proceeds from it, and working with those organizations who have submitted for capital investment projects to their organization, but then you're also helping them help themselves.
Correct.
And I think that that's such a huge component that we don't want to lose sight of,
Yeah.
is that we're helping each other, and also, again, to that mentorship part, helping each other help ourselves.
Correct. Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. That's what it's all about.
it's amazing. Now, with your son being your associate, what does the future look like? Because it looks like the Mahoney family will be sticking around in in the executive branch of the festival here for an extended period, possibly.
Well, that yet is to be seen.
That's fine.
I don't know.
Yeah. Now, how long are you just going to do this all the way until the bitter end? Until the last strawberry is eaten, kind of situation? Is this?
Broke.
Well, no. In all honesty, I'm just saying, is this something that you think that you'll just keep doing all the way until,
Well, yeah.
I mean, it seems fun because, like, do you and your wife still enjoy doing it?
Yes.
I mean, I know you're here, and obviously you're in front of a microphone and a camera, so but still, I mean, I think to have done it, 25-ish years for her and 20 plus years for you, that says a lot.
Yeah.
And I think because, again, of that family and community involvement component of being able to do that, and then your kids no longer are local. Your son, is he local or no?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Okay.
They're all local.
Okay, I wasn't sure. When you said you came down, I was like, oh, I'd love it even better if he's commuting back here for it. So, tell me something that is going on this year, being the president and having chosen the theme. What is something specifically that you don't want people to miss happening sometime during the 4 days?
There's so much.
Okay.
Something for everybody.
Okay. As long I won't make you pick a favorite child. I get it.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
No, that's
Really.
fine. I mean, for me, it's always going to be like maybe the cake cutting is like, opening up the festival itself.
I tell you, we do the cake cutting at 6 o'clock on Friday, and people will start lining up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
That is some good cake.
It is damn good cake.
And 2,500 slices last year, at least.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So, is there anything else for someone who is watching this and maybe has their own hometown festival and needs a little bit of help or mentorship? What's some wisdom that you picked up along the way of this that you've learned over the years? Something that, you know, you've experienced and wish you had known along the path?
Gosh, I don't know. You know,
Nick, bring in the tough questions.
the thing is just working with your other people.
Okay.
You know, be as
So maybe a little
good
bit
to
of
each other
patience,
as you can.
understanding.
Patience plays a big part.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
listening.
Yep.
I'm sure.
Yep, definitely.
Compromise, I guarantee, has to be part of it.
It definitely is.
Nice. I love it. All right. Well, this is Mark Mahoney, the current president for the 64th annual Garden Grove Strawberry Festival here in Garden Grove, California. Thank you so much, Mark. It has been a true pleasure.
Thank you.
Had fun. Also, real quick, just once again, how do we find out more about the Strawberry Festival?
Strawberryfestival.org.
Beautiful. Strawberryfestival.org. Also, check out the show notes for thisweekendwithnick.com or the link in bio on Instagram for Nick Pagliochini or This Weekend with Nick. And Mark and I, especially for Memorial Day, we look forward to seeing you out and about this weekend.